Welcome, everyone. We are in the midst of Wilson Mania on Jeopardy. Seth Wilson, as you just heard, has earned a lot of money. He's been having a really good time as our champion. Can Kellen and Ryan put a stop to his winning ways? We're going to find out in this half hour. Good luck, players. Here we go.
Hello, and welcome to There's Always Jeopardy with Pat and Jan. How you doing, Jan?
Great, Pat. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. The sun's shining. My wife and I and our baby and our dog, we go to the park every day to take the dog for a walk, and we just do like 3 loops around the park. We call it our prison exercise. And did that not too long ago. It was great.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I have yet to go outside today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Any plans?
No.
Big gay.
I'm just feeling cozy. I made this. I'll show this. I felted this rabbit.
Oh wow. Wow, did that take a long time?
It took me about half an hour.
And what's that carrot there?
It's a carrot.
It's just
it's like it's a straight up styrofoam carrot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, just because today as you know, the Easter Bunny was declared an essential service today in Toronto.
Yes, it was. Yeah. I feel good about that.
Me too. You know what else I feel good about, Pat, is Wilson Mania.
I love Wilson Mania.
I'm a freaking Wilson maniac.
Well, we're into episode 4 of the Seth Wilson collection. And how'd you feel about this episode?
I thought it was a lot more fun. thought it was a lot more fun than yesterday's episode.
So did I. I think that I think Seth is becoming a more confident champion, even though he's still just as adorable and nerdy as you know. But I feel like he just dominated this game, and I would rather see that. If it's not going to be a tight game, then I would rather see somebody just walk away with it.
Yeah, going into Final Jeopardy, he had over $20,000.
Yeah.
In the second half when he had that first double Jeopardy, no spoilers, but he had $22,000 in halfway through the middle of the second half.
Yeah, he was killing it. He was
killing it. He's becoming you're right. He's becoming a confident champ, and he's becoming confident in his own skin in the game.
And you may have noticed, same jacket.
Same jacket. I was gonna say.
Definitely same jacket.
I gave it a real close look after yesterday's tuxedo debate, and I feel is it some sort of brushed fabric?
Oh yeah, it could be.
It feels like there's some texture to it, and I'm into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be brushed. All right. Let's talk about these categories. So, the Jeopardy round, we had word puzzles. That was fun.
Yeah.
I found them kind of fun. Antiques, math hysteria, annual events, stars and causes. I'll say this about the stars and causes category. One of the questions was about St. Jude's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Danny Thomas was the answer. And he was referred to as an entertainer. And then my wife, who was barely paying attention to the episode, said, apropos of nothing, said, more of an entertainer. And I was like, pardon me? And she said, oh, don't you know about Danny Thomas's girthy taint? And I didn't. I didn't know about it.
This just gives me a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, how did she know? Is this common knowledge? Hollywood lore, Milton Berle's huge penis? And also, what is a girthy taint? What constitutes a girthy taint?
I think it's just too much taint. I think it means that you're not left with quite enough room for a proper a-hole or dinker, it's just what? What's up? Did you want to speak to the girthy taint?
I'd like to hear from the expert.
She's just shook her head and ran away.
Oh, wow.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen. My wife and her
a true living doll.
So stars and causes, inquisitive writers. And
yes.
What was interesting about that, I like when they do this, they answered that one in the double Jeopardy round with acquisitive presidents.
Yes, which
Writers.
Seth dominated that category.
Yeah. He killed it.
And I gotta say, that would not be the one that I went to before, like Silent Beehive.
No.
I'm jumping ahead here. But
oh, that's fine. I mean, I'll just list the categories. It's Raining Mensa, TV show openings, very easy category. Anytime there's a pop culture category, I think they're the easiest categories in the world. You know what I mean? Like TV show openings, but
yeah.
But they know, the producers know that the people that make it on Jeopardy are going to get tripped up by these, and it's so wild to me.
I know, it blows my mind because I think we discussed this before, but it's like there will be a category that will be like obscure geography of countries no one's heard of, and then there will be like wacky TV neighbors. And it'll be like, oh, they're going to the obscure geography category over and over. Hit those neighbors.
Yeah.
And then I get mad. Because then it's like, they don't get it.
TV show openings, mythology, Polynesia, a silent beehive, which is just the answers had a silent bee in them, and acquisitive presidents. Okay. It was pretty good. I thought a pretty good episode. The final Jeopardy category was opera. Did you get this one?
I did get it.
I did not, but interestingly enough, I gave the same answer that Seth gave.
Oh, Antony and Cleopatra?
Yeah, which I don't even know if that is an opera, but it just made sense.
I'm sure it's like somewhere it is. I'm sure there's been some sort of like interpretation, operatic form of the play or the mythos or whatever, but like I feel like whenever opera comes up, it's the same like we talked about with like American authors. Yeah. I feel like it's always going to be like Aida, Pagliacci, La Boheme. Like you can if you know like 5 or 6 operas, which I do only because I watched Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yeah.
Then I feel like sometimes you can pull it out.
Something interesting about watching a lot of Warner Brothers cartoons when I was little is when I finally got around to watching Casablanca for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 70 minutes long, and I realized that I had seen every bit parodied in other places. Like there wasn't a single surprise in that movie for me. Like it was, every beat I had seen before, multiple times, done by different characters. It was really interesting.
It was the same for me with The Godfather.
Oh yeah.
Which I only watched for the first time like 2 months ago. Oh, and it was because I kept walking around the apartment going, my boy, you massacred my boy. Because I had seen it in an episode of the Netflix hit Big Mouth.
Right.
So my boyfriend sat down and was like, you have to watch this or you have to stop doing the voice.
You can't do the voice for the movie if you've never seen the movie.
And then I was in. I was 3 hours into it.
That's totally fair. Should we go to the stories now?
Yeah, the meat, the heart of the piece.
Yeah, Dan, you got these stories for us?
Yeah.
Dan, our producer, everybody, who does a killer job every time. You don't see him,
Dan,
but he's the silent cast member.
The first player we introduced on the program today, Ryan Mill, is from my favorite city in the world and the home of the University of Ottawa. Now, you tried out to be a contestant on Jeopardy before the controversy of the last few months, right?
Yes.
Well, good news for your fellow Canadians, because in a few weeks, Canadians as well as Americans, we're going to set up our online situation where you can try out again to be contestants on the program. We have cleared all the hurdles with the Canadian government, so that'll make everybody else feel good. Now, speaking of clearing hurdles, you, I understand from your girlfriend, are accident prone. You don't clear hurdles very well.
No, I'm probably the second klutziest man in Canada, to the point where my girlfriend had to cut up a pool noodle and stick it on the corner of our bed so I won't bang my shins into it.
Oh my gosh. No serious injuries, however.
Not yet, thanks to her.
Okay, good for her and good for you. Kellen Johnson is from Tempe, Arizona, a huge karaoke fan.
I am. I just think it's one of the greatest ways to bring people together, you know? It's a good time. I actually met my husband at karaoke, but didn't realize it for 3 years, and we had been dating for a year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you
Whoops.
still get up and perform?
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Proud Mary, little Tina Turner action. Gotta dance.
Oh, hello. All right, good for you. Seth Wilson, PhD candidate. Do you have a lot of money owing in student loans?
Yeah.
Well, you've earned a lot of money. You can pay it off.
Yes.
What's this about you once riding a tricycle into a pool? That sounds like what he should be doing because he's accident prone. Are you?
Not anymore, but when I was 4, I was trying to navigate my tricycle between a deck chair and the lip of our pool, and I tumbled into it. I have no idea why I was trying to do this, but fortunately my uncle was right there and scooped me up, and I quit riding the tricycle after that.
Hey, when you're 4 years old, we all do that kind of thing, you know. All right, pick up your signaling device. Go ahead, Seth.
Annual events for 200.
Pretty good.
So good.
Yeah, I thought that was a good segment. I think Trebek was in a particularly good mood this episode. He didn't sort of take any jabs at anybody. He just sort of like smiled all the way through it. The first guy, first of all, I went to the University of Ottawa, so that's nice. Just for a year, but I went there, and so this first guy, he's so clumsy. His girlfriend had to put a pool noodle. Fun story. I like that he says that he's the second clumsiest man in Canada without naming who the clumsiest man in Canada is.
Yeah, I'm like, is it Pat? Like, I really wanted to like come to this today, Pat, and you being like, actually, it's me. I'm the first guy.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Also, it was mentioned that Trebek mentioned that there was a problem with Canadians, and I tried to look that up, and what I came across was this, actually. So I was trying to see, because that was 2016, and there was a problem with Canadians, but there's currently a problem with Canadians.
So they didn't clear it all up.
They did clear it up, and now they've uncleared it.
Oh.
So this was written in the, article in The Loop from February of this year. If you happen to guess what are Canadians, you'd be, the question is, here's a Jeopardy question for you. People who were just banned from a game show for no apparent reason. If you happen to guess what are Canadians, you'd be correct. Jeopardy has recently barred us from being eligible to become contestants on a show, likely destroying the dreams of people from coast to coast to coast. But the situation is made even more awkward when you consider that the show's host, Alex Trebek, is also Canadian. So we'll just go ahead and take crazy nonsense for another 300.
That is a well-written piece.
Yeah, that's some wild stuff. I guess they had cleared it up, and now it's been uncleared.
Well, that's too bad, because as we all know, there are lots of people here who have taken the test, want to get on Jeopardy, want to meet Trebek.
Yeah.
And that's a real bummer.
Yeah, that's a huge bummer.
I do have another question about Ryan's interview, though, not to spend too much time on him. But Alex sets it up by saying, now, according to your girlfriend, you're the clumsiest man on earth.
Right.
Was he talking to Ryan's girlfriend?
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan's girlfriend didn't, like, fill out his forms, did she?
Maybe? Could our voices be this high and it not be true?
Yeah,
but to your point, I do think Alex was in a great mood, because I think had he been in like a saucier mood, he would have done that thing where he would have said like, you are from Ottawa, like blah blah blah, and then when Ryan said yes, he would have went, great, moving on.
Yeah,
which I was kind of hoping would happen, but did not.
I mean, I obviously love when that happens, but he just wasn't in that kind of mood.
Yeah, which
now let's get to Kellen here.
Kellen.
First of all, her name looks like a typo.
Yes.
Like you typed out Kelly and then you forgot to stop. But number one, is she drunk?
God, I hope so.
She's drunk because she's really trying to look like she's fun here. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, Proud Mary, you know, like
you gotta dance.
What was the story that she met her husband at karaoke and then forgot? Or
yeah, I didn't get that either, because she said like, I met him, we got married, and then I didn't know until a year later. Maybe maybe it's like a blackout Nicolas Cage kind of situation.
Yeah, she might have just been drunk that whole time.
But I do appreciate her because like she is showing personality. So many of these contestants are like so dry, but I feel like she's like, I'm gonna have a good time, win or lose. I'm telling this Proud Mary story.
Yeah. I was feeling her.
Yeah.
And then we get to Seth. Seth
Good
is
old
on his
Seth.
4th game here.
Mm-hmm.
We know that he still has this Broadway story in his pocket, you know?
It's like my friggin' white whale right now.
I know. Who punched him? Why? What's going on? Are we gonna find out? But obviously he's running out of exciting things. I mean, yesterday was he's a fan of a football team.
Yeah.
And this was a childhood story, like falling in the pool when you're 4 years old. That's nothing, pal.
The crazy thing is like this is a setup where it was like you were riding a tricycle and you fell into the pool. And it hooked me because I was like, what is this kind of man in his 30s doing riding a tricycle so close to a pool?
No.
Turns out it was when he was 4 years old. And then he I think he said he quit riding the tricycle.
Yeah.
Like that's a kid who just really gives up on life early. Can you just picture like a little tiny morose Seth, like just being like, life is meaningless and reading Camus by the pool?
Well, you know, I think we have a few minutes left. Maybe we could talk to Seth. We could get some answers on the tricycle. We could get some answers on wearing the same jacket. Is he going to continue to wear it? You know, like.
Hello.
We have him on the line now. Seth,
hello.
How you doing?
Hey, long time no talk, I guess.
Seth, we're feeling the Wilson mania, buddy.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, brother?
Yeah.
You big wrestling fan, Seth?
These glasses get their eyes on you. Yes, big wrestling fan, obviously, yes.
So we're 4 episodes into the Seth Wilson collection here. We have no idea how long this goes for, which is exciting for us. Without spoiling it, you how are you feeling at this point in your run?
Sorry.
You there?
Yeah, I just got some golden grams stuck in my throat.
Okay, well, take care of the golden grams.
Yeah, sorry, question. What was the question?
Just how are you feeling at this point in your run? You seem to find some confidence as a champion, and just like what was going through your head here, buddy?
Okay, well, you can't tell because you're watching it on TV, but the lady to my left,
Kellen,
she just reeks of broccoli, and it's kind of taking over the whole set, and it's kind of the unspoken thing that's happening on the show, and no one can say anything, you know, and it threw me off, to be honest with you, at first, but I did find my stride, and
it didn't really hold you back from dominating this game.
I like broccoli.
Oh, okay, so it maybe helped.
Well, I mean, and I couldn't tell, Seth. You've got a real poker face.
Well, that comes from playing a lot of Go Fish and other games that.
So not poker though.
I'm not allowed to use money to gamble. So.
Oh, okay. Are you allowed to use money?
In digital form, yes.
Okay.
Are we talking like online shopping, or are we talking like Bitcoin?
I have a PayPal account that gets filled up to $40 a week, and I just basically I can buy anything online that uses PayPal, and so far Amazon Prime, you know, takes a day, but I get what I need.
Yeah, that's good. I'm sorry you have to wait a whole day.
Yeah, well, you just got to know what you want to eat tomorrow.
Right. Okay. So here's a question. We've now seen this jacket that you're wearing for the second time.
My papa's jacket.
It's your papa's jacket.
Oh.
Yes, my papa's jacket.
Tell us about this jacket. It's some sort of brushed fabric.
So he actually, when I was being, what's the word?
I don't know.
He was wearing that jacket when my parents had sex.
Sorry, is your papa your grandfather or your father?
It's my grandfather.
Okay, so
Well,
your grandfather was wearing that jacket when your parents conceived you sexually.
That's right.
was he around?
He lived in the same house. So
Okay.
And he would put that coat on when he knew that his son or his daughter and their partner would
was his son, yeah.
to have sex.
Yeah, so he would just kind of have to go outside because he didn't want to listen. And
So
throw
that's
on
why
his,
they would need the jacket.
he'd throw on his jacket. He'd go outside and he'd stand by their window.
Wait, he'd stand by their window?
Kind of like a protector of the sex times.
Okay. Yeah. Protector of the
Is
sex.
that a Wilson family tradition?
I thought it was normal, and now I'm starting to kind of feel weird about it. But yeah, I kind of thought everyone had a protector of the sex times.
Okay.
Well,
it's obviously bringing you good luck, this jacket.
Oh my God! Since that's when my clumsiness stopped. Was actually when I was given that jacket. I was, riding trikes into pools and stuff before that.
yeah. I mean, way before that, though, right?
Yeah.
When you were 4.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now, I have a question about that, Seth. Once you rode the trike into the pool, you said you never rode a tricycle again. Did you ever get on a bicycle?
No, that was a lie. I rode a tricycle. I like I said, for some reason Trebek makes me lie. Like I look at that guy and my mouth just says things that aren't true, and
sure.
That's gonna be.
So he didn't ask you to lie or encourage you to lie. You just lie.
No, it's like when you say something and you didn't expect that to come out of your mouth. He said, "Have you ridden a tricycle since?" No. Right. I just said the first thing that came to my head. It was a big lie.
Do you feel like it's a pressure to make the story more interesting?
Oh my God, yeah. I don't have stories, right?
Yeah, we're feeling that.
We're getting that.
Yeah. So
we know that you have this one story about this Broadway star.
The Bette Midler throat bite. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Is it gonna come out on one of these Jeopardy episodes or what?
I'm gonna leave that for you guys to find out.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. Probably no, but
okay. I mean, no.
That's just a hint. You never know.
Okay. Well, see what we can do with that hint, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Seth, I thought you played beautifully today. You're walking away with over $100,000 at the end of this game. How are you feeling?
I felt great. Are you saying how I felt? How did I feel after that?
How'd you feel at the time?
At the time, yeah.
Honestly, you give me a box of Golden Grams, a bowl, or half a coconut, and I will be happy, no matter what.
This guy loves his cereal, Pat.
I'm consistent.
We were saying we really got the impression that Trebek was in an excellent mood during this episode. Is that something that you remember?
Oh yeah. We heard him singing in the back, and we didn't know who it was, and it was him.
What was he singing?
Rockstar by Smash Mouth.
Somebody, that song?
Yep. While he was getting his makeup done, he was singing that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it was actually really good. It was he's a good singer.
He has a good voice?
He sounds exactly like the lead singer of Smash Mouth, if you can imagine that.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That thrills me.
So I don't know what happened to him. I never asked or anything, but it was very obvious he was happy. And yeah.
Well, that's terrific news, Seth. I mean, thanks so much for coming on and talking to us again. We'll likely talk to you again before this this run of shows is over.
I appreciate you guys having me. It's fun, and I love it. I love talking to human beings, and it doesn't happen every day. It doesn't happen every week. I'd say it doesn't happen even once a month most of the time. So this is really nice, and thank you.
Well, we love talking to you too, Seth.
So yeah, thank you, friends.
Okay, and thank you, Seth. And thank you, Jan. I think this was a great episode of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's been a great episode of There's Always Jeopardy. And let's check back in tomorrow and see how the Seth Wilson collection is moving.
Can't wait, Pat. You have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
And they call it breaking the pig.
Breaking the pig. Breaking the pig. Breaking the pig.